Good people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we are so excited to have you again. 2023 on the way, and the National Chairman of Labour Party, Mr. Julius Aburi, has finally spoken and has sent a strong message to Governor Chukwuma Soludo. And this is against the backdrop of what he said some time ago against Mr. Peter Obi, and has also addressed the supporters of Labour Party in Anambra State. According to him, he said we will know who is who when the time comes to campaign in Anambra State. But it's ideal for you to hear full details of what he said when he was asked this question. Your party has been trending on Twitter over comment attributed to Governor Chukwuma Soludo against the aspiration of your presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. That was the question he was asked. And here what his response was, which has also triggered Nigerians' response. He said, the governor of Anambra State, you could see that his comment was born out of selfishness. His comment was born out of self-centeredness. It was born out of desperation. It was born out of envy and jealousy. I mean, for somebody who was the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, who should know the importance of investment, which has been acclaimed by other governors to be one of the best that he has done in Anambra State. I mean, for such a man to demean such an investment will tell you that he is acting from a selfish point of view. But Soludo does not control the majority of the people of Anambra. He does not have control over what plays out in Anambra State. I want to also say clearly that even Soludo rose on the legacies of Peter Obi. He came to power through the platform of ABGA, and Peter Obi built the party, consolidated it, worked for the people of Anambra State, which gave confidence to the people to continually vote for ABGA. And therefore, one can say clearly without any fear of contradiction that Soludo is riding on the legacies of Peter Obi, because if not that Peter Obi built ABGA with his performance by instilling confidence in the people to have confidence in the party, Soludo would not have had the platform to become governor. Therefore, I see Soludo's comment as a distraction, and I urge the people of Anambra State to treat it with a pinch of salt, discountenance it, disregard it. By the time we take our campaign to Anambra, we will test and see who is popular in Anambra. Like Sonny Okosun's song, we will know who owns the land. We will know who owns the land. By the time we take our campaign to Oka, to Nicha, to Newi, we will know who owns the land, and by the grace of God, next year, we will see who will control and win Anambra State. The opinion of Soludo is a minority opinion and should be treated with a pinch of salt. It's very clear that he's not speaking the mind of Anambra. It is a minority and myopic point of view, and the people of Anambra, even without consulting them, I can say it clearly that it is not a popular opinion. Because of his comment, Anambra will be the state that will take our campaign to very soon, so that we can test our popularity and test to see who owns the land. My candid advice to him is that he should tone down his comment, because he would be destroying his future, destroying himself if he continues along this line. The political oligarchy in Nigeria, the political class has been using ethnicity and religion to create a divide for them to remain in office, and that is coming to an end in 2023. These are the issues we have canvassed, that the 2023 elections are not about where you are from. It is about your character. It is about your pedigree. It's about your competence. It's about your age. All these will play a role in who will emerge as president next year. Quite an interesting response there for Peter Obi to listen to. And for me, this is an upper court ready to be released, which he should get himself, talking about Peter Obi, he should get it, sorry, talking about Soludo, he should get himself ready, as Labour Party will be visiting Anambra State anytime from now. Now, first of all, the most shocking thing there is that Peter Obi himself is from Anambra State. Being from Anambra State is not someone who will walk into Anambra State and people will begin to stone him. It's one person that we already know left Anambra State with a serious legacy that up till today the people of Anambra State cannot forget in a hurry. For the first time in the history of Anambra State, somebody will walk away leaving reasonable amount of money for the new government to start up with. We've not seen that. Osun State fairly recently, we saw what happened in Osun State when Adeleke was brought in as a governor. He announced some billions of naira that was left behind as debt for him to pay. That had always been the starting point for most administration. But hey, when Peter Obi left, Obiano smiled and started up very well, enjoying himself till the day he left office. And the way he left was he left David behind. But however, Soludo did not see all of that. We know what he said, and just like Labour Party National Chairman has rightly said, the time to prove who Peter Obi is when he will be visiting his hometown. And with this statement, the Anambra supporters of Peter Obi should get ready to prove their love for Mr. Peter Obi. Now, guess what? Anybody can take the state, it does not really matter. But for the national, talking about the number one position of presidency of Nigeria, we already know that Peter Obi is the ideal candidate. And I know that for Junior Sabure to say this already, preparation is on top gear to ensure that the visit will be a blast. They are going to shock Soludo. The only thing is that no matter what, he shouldn't be, Governor Soludo shouldn't be so petty to the point of possibly locking down stadiums, locking down streets, and all of that. I pray that it won't amount to declaring public holiday or not public holiday, declaring maybe sanitation for the whole day, that Anambra State is too dirty. Everybody should stay at home, dust to dawn, and all of that. So that are some of the things that I pray it shouldn't happen, because if it does happen, even a number of people will not forget him in a hurry. And like Aburi rightly say, I think if there's any way for Governor Soludo to dose down on his words, he should do it, because it may go an extra mile to jeopardize his possibly return to office come next year. You can imagine, Governor Peter Obi being the president of Nigeria. No matter what, serious development will be occasioned in the southeast. If not for anything, at least they should have one of the most functional ports, and that entirety of that place will have a serious change. So it's something everybody should be supporting. We are still waiting to for what obedience will do as they go in there to Anambra State, at least to prove to him that they own the state and not him. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comments.